one of my big sort of evolutions in focus is on the concept of being regenerative. So certainly back when I started getting involved at the community level and when we started transition, with the buzzwords were really resilience and sustainability, and those are important. But now I'm much more focused on what things are regenerative, because we need to be more than resilient and sustainable. We need to actually improve things, because we've made such a mess of our environment that we now need to be focused on building it back up. So I'm very very focused and very interested in really all things regenerative. I continue to be very focused on solutions, which is why I love transition, and interested in things like drawdown, because they're very solution oriented. I'm still trying to figure out, like, how do we do certain things locally. So like the fiber shed is an interesting concept of and there is there's some things already going on that, certainly there's a lot of sheep farms and alpaca farms. And so there is the basic production of fibers. We can't really grow cotton here locally, so that's not really a possibility. One of the things we're doing with Chesapeake Fiber Shed is testing out growing flax, because flax does grow in this region, although it really hasn't been grown in this region for quite some time. So they're doing this kind of data collection. So they have a lot of people within the Chesapeake Fiber Shed who are growing flax and collecting data about it, so we can figure out how do we, what are the best conditions for growing flax, and then of course then kind of the whole reskilling of how do we, like, once you grow it, how do you process it? It's like, how do you actually make fiber out of this? So I'm very interested to see where that will go, because that's doing fiber from whether it's the flax plant or the sheep, shearing the sheep for the wool, through to actually having a finished product, like a shirt or something that you can wear, is a complicated process. I mean, there's a lot of steps, and one of the things I think the Chesapeake Fiber Shed is focused on is, again, like, what are the gaps? Like, what are we missing? What don't we have in our Mid-Atlantic area, in terms of the whole processing. So there's a lot of that I think there's a lot of possibility there.